Hey, future freelancer. So let's say your proposal went well and the client wants to get on a call to finalize saying, oh shit, what do you do? What do you say?
How you do this stuff?
Do you have to do it? In this module, we're going to talk all about the prospecting call. What to do right, what to do wrong, and the questions you should be asking your client to make sure not only you are the best fit for them, but are they the best fit for you? A question that a lot of freelancers tend to forget.
Oh, screw gun. The sales call.
So, when you're first starting out, you're going to want to take literally anyone who bites, okay? Because you're all excited, you want to get your first review, and I hear you. I've been there. I've taken on whatever gigs, But this, especially actually, if this is a long-term project, do you really want your first time freelancing to be with a client that you end up hating because you realize they micromanage the shit out of you? And you could have avoided this had you had asked the right questions in the prospecting call?
Oh no.
You betcha. So this prospecting call isn't necessarily a requirement, but once you do start to pick up more clients, you're going to notice the clients with versus without prospecting calls, that the quality and your relationship with the client is going to be much better, and your just overall client selection process is going to improve by adding in a prospecting call. So let's first get into the mindset of what a future client is thinking about at this point. They're probably talking to other freelancers and they're trying to shop around and see who's going to best meet their needs. They have looked at your proposal, your Upwork profile, maybe even your LinkedIn, and they got an idea of your background. So you might be thinking, what the hell else can they already ask me? What do they not already know? Typically, a client is going to want to know the following on a prospecting call. First, they want to know your work style. Do you like no meetings, daily stand-ups, slacks, hands-off, hands-on, constant feedback? You get the gist. They want to make sure that your work style is aligned with their work style. You feel me?
100 million billion%.
Next, they want to know how your specific experience is going to benefit them. You'll probably have touched on this in your proposal, but they will basically want you to repeat that information in more detail, and more specifically, how you can help them better than any of the other freelancers on the market. Remember, they're shopping around at this point, so you've got to show why you deserve this more than anyone else.
Pick me. Choose me.
Businesses have to do the same thing when you're going to buy from them. Let's say it's like something weird like bottles of ketchup. They have to put the right packaging on the bottle in order to get you to buy. The same is true with yourself. You have to put, have the right packaging. I know that's like the weirdest example, but you got to have the right packaging in order for them to see why you are the one that they should go with compared to the other flavors of ketchup. You get what I'm saying? I know it's weird, but you get what I'm saying. Like, you need to show them why you are the best in this call. The last thing is going to be more so your logistical questions, like your pricing and your availability. You may have already had this in your proposal, but you're definitely going to talk about it in this call. Almost 99% of these calls, I usually have to tell them not only what my price is going to be, at least a ballpark range, and I have to also tell them what the timeline is, like how soon could I actually start working with them. Now, if you're really wanting to impress them on this call, go ahead and do some research beforehand. Were they recently featured in the news? Who are their competitors? You also probably have a little bit of context on this from actually writing your proposal. So use that information in the call as well. Taking this extra step makes a huge, I wish I could emphasize how huge of a difference this makes.
This thing is huge.
Because the majority of freelancers don't actually do this. They don't add in all this special extra work on the prospecting call, and then they wonder why they don't close deals.
Boom. Roasted.
But that's not you. The more that you're going to make the client feel cared for and special, the more likely they're going to say yes to you and no to other people that are offering the same service, even if you have less experience or less testimonials on your Upwork profile. Now that you know what types of questions to expect from them, then you need to have your own questions prepared. Remember, this is not just them matching with you, it is you matching with them. You have an idea of the type of person or business you want to work for already. Do you remember all those things you hate about your old boss or maybe even your current job?
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
Those are the things you want to avoid with future clients, okay? So To help you avoid that, we've got a list of questions in the spreadsheet here for you as a bonus, but this is not comprehensive, it's just a starting point. So your next action item is to go ahead and add your own list of questions. And this is going to change over time as you learn what questions you may have forgot to ask. Let's take a look at what's already there. First, you're going to fill out the client information. Review the prospecting call tab as a starting point. I ask a lot more of my own prospecting calls, but these are marketing specific questions, so I did add them here because they're probably not going to be relevant for your business. Now, if you're not sure of what questions to add, think about some of the frequently asked questions you would think you would need to ask to assess if you're the right fit. So let me give you some examples to make this easier to understand. If you're a video editor, do they have specific brand guidelines, or is it more of a freestyle project? If you're a product designer, do they care more about shipping the product, or are they more detail oriented and want it to be perfect on the first go? For marketing, do they care more about growing fast or having profitable ad spend? These are just some of the examples, and you'll have your own, and you need to flesh them out before the call. Now that you know what questions to ask, the second most important part of a prospecting call is how you actually talk to the clients, okay? I can't stress this enough because clients can just pick up a lack of confidence from a mile away, even through Zoom.
Confidence is a confidence trick.
Now, I'm going to give you an example of how I used to talk to my clients versus how I talk to them now, just so you can get an idea of what I mean. Okay, so how about we do like $20 an hour? And we'll see how the project goes. You can get back to me anytime, no rush. I'll be here whenever you're ready to start the project.
Those are some red flags.
Cringe, okay? This is me present day, okay? I charge $4K per month. This is only gonna get you 40 hours of my time. I only take on a few clients at a time, so if you're interested, let me know in the next few days, or I'll book the slot for a different company. Here's a list of testimonials from other clients. Hope we get the chance to grow your business together. Do you see that difference? Not only am I making it clear that my price is probably non-negotiable, but I'm also indirectly saying that I am in high demand, which makes them get back to me way faster. And you need to embody this confident energy within yourself. Remember that you too bring value to businesses and that they should be honored to hire you. This is such a change of mindset versus, oh my gosh, I really need to get clients this month. Because that's going to be picked up on the calls, okay?
And snap.
So the more confident you are, the more comfortable that they will feel hiring you because they think that you know what you're talking about. They don't want to hire someone who they feel like can't perform the task or is nervous, right? So we're going to take out the ums, we're going to take out the likes and all those other filler words. We want to get straight to the point when we're talking to them. We want to make direct eye contact with the camera and let your confidence really shine. It's going to make 100% a difference, okay? So you kind of use me as an example here. The way I'm talking to you right now is how you should be talking to your clients. The more confident you are, the more likely you're going to close that deal. So let's recap. Your first step is to go flush out your list of questions and do research for upcoming prospecting calls you may have. Then, when you get on that call, remember that you are a badass at what you do, and you're only getting better with each client you take on. It's time for you to get to work. Go ahead and add your questions now. And if you do take a prospecting call, let us know how it went in the community. We'd love to hear.
You were so confident.